Hey everybody, it's Spencer, and here we have Oscar, or the old school carryall. Definitely not Oscar the Grouch. So first thing you'll notice right away is it's got the sort of classic Tom Bihn logo, which kind of has grown on me since I first seen it. When I first saw it, I'm a big believer in I really like the blackout label, and I love it against the black material. But the more I see it, the more that this has kind of grown on me. It's kind of classic and just very simple, and it adds just a tiny bit of color. This one in particular is a black halcyon with wasabi. And the thing that I kind of felt about this particular bag right away is it felt kind of like a Yeoman Plus. So I've had a couple of Yeomans. I took them camping recently. And I wasn't crazy about them because they just don't have organization. So for that reason, I like the old school carryall quite a bit better because you've got this sort of mesh back pocket here, which I think mesh was an interesting choice. I'm not really particularly sure why they chose to use mesh here, but for something where you want to be able to see, I could easily see putting my toiletries or sunscreen in there if I was using this as a beach bag. And then on the other side, you have, of course, this double zip pocket with O-rings in the top. You have 1, 2, 3, and it's got a nice bit of space inside of the bag here. So again, kind of comparing this to a Yeoman, it kind of reminds me of it almost looks like a Mary Poppins purse kind of thing, and not in a bad way. I think this would make a great overnight bag. So I think that if I were to go someplace for a couple of nights and I wasn't going, on a plane and didn't need to take my laptop, it's crazy. Of course I need to take my laptop, but I would use another bag for that. But I might pack it like this. First of all, you'll notice that it kind of stands up well on its own. I really like the fact that it has the structure, and you can use all of the internal space, right? And you can take up all that internal space. But if you want the flexibility of the side pockets, you can have it. So I've got just some socks, some underwear, one pair of jeans. And you can see that I've already, with that and 3 shirts, I've already filled up, I've not quite filled up the main compartment. And that's one of the things I really like about this bag, is that it's bigger than it looks. Close it up, we'll take a look at what that looks like. Really nice, handy little bag there. I'm actually kind of really liking that. Again, if I was using this like a beach bag, I would probably put like sunscreen here or something that I would need to be easily visible. But of course, I've got my spiff kit, which just fits very nicely on the side. And then probably on this side, I would use a handy little thing to carry some wires, maybe some other bric-a-brac. But as far as being sort of an overnight bag, the more I fill it up, the more I look at it, the more it kind of reminds me of like a little bit of an unstructured night flight travel duffel. And I know that's crazy. I know that's crazy because it's a highly coveted bag. But I'm actually really digging this. The only thing, of course, like if anybody's watched my videos before, the one thing that I look at, the one criteria I need is, does it have a laptop compartment? And of course this one doesn't. But I could easily couple this with a Pilot to carry around my 16-inch MacBook Pro. So we've got 2 attachment points on the top for a strap, which I think that if you wanted to, you could use the absolute shoulder strap. But I think that the regular standard strap, unless you're filling this with like rocks or something, I think the standard strap would suit a bag like this just fine. And you'll notice it's got these kind of grab handles on the side, kind of aeronaut-esque. I don't necessarily see myself using them, maybe just to move it around briefly. But it's nice, it adds a tiny bit of stylistic flair, and it has a little bit of utility as well. So, if you need kind of an overnight bag that has a lot of versatility, give the old school carryall a look.